Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're going somewhere I know a lot of you are really fascinated by. Japan.
Japan is definitely a popular one. I'm excited to get into it.
Yeah, me too. But we're not just talking about the beautiful temples and delicious food. We're digging into something a little more challenging. The language barrier. You know those moments when you're trying to order ramen but can't quite remember the word for spicy, or asking for directions and just getting a bunch of blank stares? We've got stories about that today.
Oh, I've definitely been there. Those situations can be a little stressful.
Absolutely. To guide us through this, we've got the story of Kino and Verena, a couple from Germany who took a trip to Tokyo. Kino, the adventurous one, was just blown away by the sheer size of the city.
It's massive. I think it's got over 10 million people, right?
Yeah, something like that. It's incredible. And Verena, she's all about those stunning skylines, so naturally she fell head over heels for places like the Tokyo Skytree and Shibuya Sky. So they have an amazing time soaking it all in. But then comes the fun part. Like actually having to navigate daily life, ordering food, getting from point A to point B. That's where things started to get a little, let's say, lost in translation.
Makes sense. Even with all the planning in the world, there are always those unexpected moments, right?
Exactly. And Verena even mentioned that while she absolutely loved her time in Japan, the communication barrier made her a bit hesitant about returning.
I can definitely understand that. Travel is supposed to be exciting, not anxiety-inducing.
Right. And it turns out this isn't just a Kino and Verena problem. The Japan Tourism Agency actually found that communication with staff is the second most common complaint among tourists visiting Japan. Second most common.
Wow, second. That really puts it into perspective. It's clearly a significant issue for a lot of travelers.
It really is. And when you dig a little deeper, it gets even more interesting. Japan ranks 87th out of 113 countries on the English Proficiency Index. So it's not just a perception, it's a statistically backed trend.
Interesting. So it's been a persistent challenge for them.
Yeah, for a while now. And Kino actually talked about how even something as simple as a hello often didn't get a response, which made him wonder, do Japanese people just not have many opportunities to practice English?
That's a great question. And it's more nuanced than just the lack of opportunity. See, in Japan, education is highly valued, and English is actually taught in schools.
Oh, so they are learning it.
Exactly. But there's a cultural element at play here. Japanese culture places a strong emphasis on politeness and avoiding mistakes, especially in front of foreigners. So even if someone understands a bit of English, they might hesitate to respond for fear of saying the wrong thing or causing offense.
Ah, that's a really important cultural context to understand.
It is. It's not just about knowing the language. It's about feeling comfortable and confident enough to use it.
Totally.
Yeah.
But I loved what Verena, always the optimist, had to say about this whole thing. She said, and I quote, "Everyone makes mistakes. It's normal." Such a simple but powerful reminder, right?
Absolutely. It's a universal truth that can help bridge those cultural divides.
For sure. But here's the thing, and this totally surprised me. This experience actually inspired Kino to learn Japanese.
Wow. Talk about turning a challenge into motivation.
Right. But it does make you wonder, how can Japan create a more welcoming environment for visitors, especially those who don't speak Japanese, without losing their unique cultural identity in the process?
That's the million-dollar question. It's a delicate balance between accessibility and authenticity.
Exactly.
It actually makes you wonder, could this difficulty, this communication gap, be part of what makes Japan so intriguing? The desire to unravel the mystery, to experience something so authentically different. What do you think?